Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight we traveled up to Berwick, Pennsylvania for the always big game between Berwick and Mount Carmel football programs. And as you see, the game is at Berwick, and it is on the 2nd of October, 1976. And the starting lineup for the Mount Carmel area high school Red Tornadoes: at quarterback, number 3, Robert Bullock; halfback, number 23, Robert Zavar; the other halfback, 37, Seth Mazer; fullback, number 44, Mike Ravinis; at center, 54, Mike Bergamo; at guard, number 61, Ed Tuff; number 73 at the tackle, Emmett Kent; the other tackle, 75, John Lindemuth; one end, number 83, Jeff Karpinski; the other end, number 84, Rick Kent; and at the other guard position, number 87, Jim Klaus. The head coach of the Red Tornadoes, Joseph Jazz Dimnick. Assistant coaches that are listed: Al Santos, Jim Sheehan, Joe Greco, and Andy Bubis. And now the starting lineup for the Berwick area Bulldogs. At quarterback, number 10, Ron Bodwalk. One of the backs, number 20, Nick Polonic. The other back, number 22, John Pruitt. Also, number 44, Jim Swisher, and number 80, Don Williams. At center, number 58, Dennis Beach. At one guard, number 65, Marv Kiefer; the other guard, 66, Ted Hoyson. At tackle, 72, Ed Hayes; the other tackle, 76, Bob Eveland. And at tight end, number 87, Kurt Hanger; at the other end, number 88, Eric Rhodes. The head coach of the Berwick area Bulldogs, George Curry. Assistants, Jerry Hiddle, John Jenkins, Rich Walton. The superintendent, Joseph Kaufman; principal, Frank Taylor. Cheerleaders, Debbie Kyle; band Clyde Scott; athletic director, Mike Rylaw. Statistician, George Curry, Sr. Berwick's number 27, Lonnie Hess's kickoff, taken at the 20 by number 44, Mike Ravinis. And Ravinis breaks down the left sideline 80 yards with the opening kickoff for a Red Tornado touchdown. No flags down. And you see the fireworks going off. I thought they only did that for Berwick touchdowns. Maybe they got confused. 2-point attempt. Quarterback, number 3, Bob Bullock's desperation pass at the last second bounces off a defender, and it's grabbed by Robbie Zavarik, number 23. A heads-up play. 11:48 left in the first quarter. Mount Carmel area 8, Berwick nothing. Mount Carmel area's number 84, Greg Kent's kickoff, picked up by number 44, Jim Swisher, at the 13-yard line. He's stopped at the 36 by Ed Rawa at the 19. Number 36, Ed Rawa. First and 10 at the 19, number 20, Kolonic gets 1 yard to the 20, 66, Greg Sakavich on the stop. Second and 9 at the 20. And the carry goes to the handoff to Swisher, but Swisher loses 4 as he is hit by his own right guard, who's knocked into him. Then on 3rd and 16, Kolonic gets 5 to the 21. Eric Catch making the stop, number 31. 4th and 8 at the 21. And Berwick in punt formation. Punt is taken by number 23, Robbie Zavarik, at the 46. And he gets it back to the Berwick 41, where he's forced out of bounds. First and 10 at the Berwick 41. quarterback number 3, Bob Bolick. Under center, pitches out to Zavarik, whose knee hits the ground at the 44, a loss of 3. Brings up a 2nd and 13 at the 44. Quarterback Bolick, back to pass, is sacked by number 76, Bob Evelyn, a loss of 7. 3rd and 18 at the 49. A draw to number 44, Ravinis, gets 6 yards. Number 40, Chapman, and number 20, Polonic on the stop. 4th and 12 at the 43. Number 83, Jeff Karpinski, booms one that goes into the end zone for a touchback. And it'll be brought out to the 20 where it's 1st and 10. Number 44, Swisher, gets the handoff and picks up 4 yards. Tackled by 84, Greg Kent. 2nd and 6 at the 24. Quarterback number 10, Ron Bodwalk, hits number 44, Jim Swisher, with a pass, and Swisher goes down the sidelines, eluding the last Red Tornado tackler, into the end zone for a Berwick score. PAT attempt, quarterback pitch to number 22, John Pruitt, is good for 2 points. Scoreboard with 6:44 left in the first quarter. Berwick 8, Mount Carmel area 8. Berwick's kickoff is taken by Zavarik at the 22, and Zavarik returns it out to the 26-yard line where number 26, Mike Blass, on the tackle. 1st and 10, Red Tornadoes at the 26. And an inside handoff to Zavarik. There is a fumble, and it is recovered by Berwick at the 33. Berwick, 1st and 10 at the Mount Carmel area 33. Pruitt gets the carry. And number 54, Mike Bergamo, comes in to make the stop. A loss of 2. 2nd and 12 at the 35. Handoff to Swisher on the delay. And Swisher loses to 65, Phil Klaus, on the initial hit. 3rd and 14 at 38, quarterback Bodwalk. Back to pass is sacked by number 44, Ravinis, and 54, Bergamo, for a loss back to the 49. 4th and 25 at their own 49, number 43, Paul Papada's punt taken by Zavarik on the 12-yard line and stopped by Kolonic at the 7 as he tries to get around. 1st and 10 at the 7. And the handoff to Zavarik around the right side. And Zavarik outmaneuvers the last 2 defenders and is going all the way down 93 yards from the 7-yard line. A 93-yard touchdown for Robbie Zavarik. 2-point attempt. Quarterback Bullock's pass is completed to number 84, Greg Kent. 2-point conversion. Scoreboard with 3:13 left in the first quarter. Mount Carmel area 16, Berwick 8. MCA kickoff by Greg Kent is taken by number 22, John Pruitt. And Pruitt gets back to the 39 where Seth Mazer, number 37, makes the stop. Berwick 1st and 10 at their own 39. Number 22, Pruitt, picks up 6 yards to the 45 with number 54, Mike Bergamo, on the tackle. 2nd and 4 at the 15. Again, the handoff to Pruitt, and he picks up 3 out to the 48, where he's stopped by 66, Sakavage, and 84, Kent, and 65, Klaus. On 3rd and 18, quarterback Bodwalk on a sneak gets the first down at the 49. 1st and 10 at the MCA 49. Pruitt on the carry, picks up 6. Bergamo and Sakavage making the stop. 2nd and 4 at the 43. Again, the ball carrier is Pruitt, who gets 3 to the 40, with number 84, Greg Kent, making the tackle. That brings up a 3rd and 1 at the 40. And Pruitt again on the carry, does get the first down out to the 33 with catch and Zavarik on stop. And now we see the scoreboard at the end of the first quarter, 16-8. Berwick now has a 1st and 10 at the Mount Carmel area 33. Handoff to Pruitt. He goes to the 30s, Cabbage on the stop. Brings up a 2nd and 7 at the 30. Again, John Pruitt. This time gets 3 yards and a face mask, takes the ball down to the 13. 1st and 10 at the 13. Tailback number 22, Pruitt, gets to the 11 with number 54, Bergamo on the stop. 2nd and 8 at the 11. This time it's fullback number 30, Kurt Kaufman, who picks up 4 down to the Red Tornado 7. 3rd and 4 at the 4. The handoff to Mike Swisher. He gets 3 down to the 4 with Emmett Kent, number 73, on the stop. 4th and 1 at the 6. And Swisher is stopped short of the first down. Prevents the catch on the stop. And the Red Tornadoes hold and take over 1st and 10 at the 6. Number 44, Mike Ravinis, picks up 5 out to the 11. 2nd and 5 at the 11. And Bullock hands off to Robbie Zavarik, who picks up a yard. Brings up a 3rd and 4 at the 12-yard line. Zavarik on the handoff. Gets out to the 15, a gain of 4. Number 51, Art Welsh on the tackle. But it is good enough for a Tornado first down. 1st and 10, 15. 44, Ravinis up the middle, gets 3 yards to the 18. Then on 2nd and 7 at the 18. Number 23, Robbie Zavarik on a jet right. Goes out of bounds up at the 25 for a gain of 10. And there's a late hit of 15 yards stacked on out to the 40. 1st and 10 at the 40. Ravinis carries to the 48, 8-yard gain. Gallo and Stoico making stops, 50 and 63. 2nd and 2 at the 48. Fullback Ravinis is stopped immediately. No gain by number 65, Marv Kiefer. 3rd and 2 at the 48. And Ravinis takes it to the Berwick 49. Red Tornado first down. 1st and 10 at the 49 of Berwick. Ravinis again finds a nice hole off the left tackle and gets 16 yards to the 33. Number 24, John Yacina on the stop. 1st and 10 at the 33. Quarterback Bullock loses 3 to the 36 as number 51, Art Welsh, comes in on the sack. 2nd and 13 at the 36. And Bullock drops back to pass. His pass is completed to Zavarik. And Robbie Zavarik takes it 24 yards. Number 12 down to the 12 with Yacina on the stop. 1st and 10 at the 12. And Zavarik carries for 3 yards down to the 9 as number 20, Kalanick, makes a tackle. 2nd and 7 at the 9. Bullock's pass on a rollout goes out of bounds. But Mount Carmel is penalized back to the 29. And 3rd and 17 at the 29. Quarterback Bullock, 2-step drop back, but stepping in front of the ball is number 24, Yacina, who intercepts for Berwick at the 20. From the Berwick, 1st and 10 at the 20. Number 44, Swisher, loses to number 3, Bullock, coming up to make the tackle. 2nd and 12 at the 18. Quarterback Bodwalk Drops back to pass, and his pass almost picked off by Barrett. 3rd and 12 at the 18. And we have Pruitt on a halfback option pass, tucks it in, and gets 4 to the 22 with Greg Kent on the stop. 4th and 8 at the 22. Number 40, Doug Chapin in punt formation. And Chapin's punt is taken by number 23, Robbie Zabarek, and returned down the left sideline. Breaks a tackle there. Fakes out some of the Berwick defenders, and then his speed gets him in the end zone. A 61-yard touchdown return on that punt. 2-point attempt. Bullock on a rollout on a keeper is just short. With 57 seconds left in the first half, it's Mount Carmel area 22, Berwick 8. Greg Kent's kickoff, it's a squib kick, is downed by number 30, Kaufman, at the 32. Berwick with a 1st and 10 at their own 32. Quarterback Bodwalk's pass is intercepted by number 3, Robbie Bullock, at the Mount Carmel area 28. 1st and 10 for the Red Tornadoes at their own 28. And the handoff to Ravinas, who picks up 1 out to the 29. Number 76, Evelyn, making the tackle. 2nd and 9 at the 29. And that is the end of the first half. Mount Carmel area 22, Berwick 8. And there you see the Mount Carmel area high school band, the Mounties, on the field. And here we have the second half kickoff by Greg Kent, taken at the 15 and fumbled, but recovered back there by the Red Tornadoes. And it's number 7, Russ Snyder. No, it goes back to Berwick. 1st and 10, number 44, Swisher gets 1. Sakavich and Greg Kent on the tackle. 2nd and 9 at the 18. Swisher picks up 2 yards. Number 63, Charlie Else, on the stop. And on 3rd and 7 at the 20, quarterback Bodwalk is back and under pressure from Ravinas. His pass falls short and incomplete. 4th and 7 at the 20. Chapin back in punt formation. And Chapin's punt is down on the 49. 1st and 10, Red Tornadoes at the Berwick 49. On the carry, number 44, Ravinas, right up the middle on a dive, gets 4, plus a 15-yard face mask penalty. That gives us a 1st and 10 at the 30. Quarterback Bob Bullock, rolling right on a keeper, picks up a yard. Red Tornadoes now with a 2nd and 9 at the 29. Bullock, straight drop back, fires, and it is caught by number 84, Greg Kent, a 26-yard gain. 1st and goal at the 3. Handoff to Ravinas off the right side. Goes 3 yards for the Red Tornado touchdown. A 2-point attempt. Handoff to Zavarek, trying to get outside, but he's stopped by number 20, Kalanick. With 8 minutes, 13 seconds left in the third quarter, Mount Carmel area 28, Berwick 8. Greg Kent's kickoff, taken by number 44, Swisher, at the 10. And he gets 9 out to the 19. Gang tackle, I think Ravinas was in on that one. 1st and 10 at the 19, number 44, Swisher. Held to no gain by Greg Kent and Marshall Merarkey, number 71. Second and 10 at the 19. Quarterback Bodwalk under center, drops back. And his pass is broken up by Robbie Zavarik. Third and 10 at the 19. Again, Bodwalk back to pass. And this time it's number 3, Bob Bullock, breaking up the pass. Brings up a 4th and 10 at the 19. Oh, and the Red Tornadoes jump offside. 5-yard penalty. 4th and 5 at the 24. Number 40, Chapin, back in punt formation. Chapin's punt is taken at the 45 by Robbie Zavarik. Breaking tackles. That was his own 45, a 55-yard touchdown return by Rob Zavarik. Extra point attempt by Greg Kent is good. And the scoreboard with 7:39 left in the third quarter, Mount Carmel area 35, Berwick 8. Greg Kent's kickoff, taken at the 1. Last second picked up. And returned to the 22 by Chapin. Russ Snyder, number 7, on the tackle. Berwick 1st and 10 at their own 22. A pitch to John Pruitt. Picks up 5 yards to the 27 with number 31, Eric Katz, on the stop. 2nd and 5 at the 27. Quarterback Bodwalk goes back to pass and finds number 22, John Pruitt, in the flat for a gain of 7. 1st and 10 at the 34. Swisher picks up 1 yard as number 54, Mike Bergamo, makes the tackle. 2nd and 9 at the 35. Bodwalk again back to pass. This time he hits John Pruitt at the 40. Eric Katz on the stop, number 31. 3rd and 4 at the 40. Bodwalk dropping back to pass. And the pass is picked off by number 23, Robbie Zavarik. First and 10 at the 31. Bullock under center calls timeout. Now we resume play. Bullock back to pass. And pass is incomplete. There's a 5-yard penalty against the Red Tornadoes. 1st and 15 at the 36. Zavarik taking the pitch, going wide, picks up 6 yards down to the 30. Brings up a 2nd and 9 at the 30. Bullock, under pressure from number 65, Marv Kiefer, is intercepted by number 20, Nick Kolonik, at the 12, who returns out to the 30. Tackled by Else, but there is a clip, so it goes back 15. 1st and 10, 22, Pruitt is stopped by 84, Greg Kent, after a 5-yard gain. 2nd and 5 at the 20. Pruitt gets the carry, 7 yards, gets the first down with Greg Kent and Bergamo on the stop. 1st and 10 at the 27. Now Swisher is held to no gain with Bergamo and Sakavage making the tackle. 2nd and 10 at the 27. And Pruitt gets 1 yard, stopped by Else and Sakavage. 3rd and 9 at the 28. Quarterback Bodwalk back to pass. He hits number 20, Kolonik, for a gain of 11 yards. And that is the end of the third quarter. Mount Carmel area 35, Berwick area 8. Into the fourth quarter now. 1st and 10 at their own 39. Bodwalk trying to hit number 85. Number 85, Wade Perry, falls incomplete. Bodwalk again back on 2nd and 10 at the 39, and this time his pass is overthrown. 3rd and 10 at the 39. Bodwalk again going to try the air lanes, and this time Bobby Bullock reads his eyes and picks it off for the Red Tornadoes at the 45. Mount Carmel area 1st and 10 at the 50. Number 27, Damian Mariano gets 1 yard to the 49. 2nd and 9 at the 49. Bullock, straight drop back pass. There's a flag you just saw thrown. And the penalty against the Red Tornadoes is declined. 3rd and 9 at the 49. Bullock's jump pass on a screen is completed to Zavarik, and Zavarik takes the screen pass all the way for the touchdown. The extra point is missed as it goes wide right. With 10:25 left in the fourth quarter, Mount Carmel area 41, Berwick 8. Red Tornadoes, Greg Kent, number 84, kickoff is taken by Swisher at the 12, and Swisher breaks to the left side and outraces the Red Tornadoes all the way down the left sideline into the end zone. Touchdown, Berwick. 2-point attempt. Quarterback Bodwalk back to pass, and he finds Nick Kalanick for the 2-point conversion. With 10:11 left in the fourth quarter, 41-16 Red Tornadoes. Kickoff by Pruitt, squib kick, covered by Greg Kent at the Mount Carmel area 41. Red Tornadoes now with the ball, 1st and 10, 41, and Mike Ravinas picks up 1 yard. That brings up a 2nd and 9 at the 42. And the handoff this time goes to Zavarik, who gets 6. Number 40, Chapin on the tackle. That brings up a 3rd and 3 at the Red Tornado 47. Bullock on a keeper. Gets to the Berwick 43, but there is a penalty against the Red Tornadoes. Repeat 3rd down, 3rd and 8 at the 42. Bullock back to pass, and nice catch by Jeff Karpinski. Wide open, and he races all the way down into the end zone. 58-yard touchdown. Point attempt is signaled no good, wide left, yes. Scoreboard with 8 minutes and 1 second left in the fourth quarter. Red Tornadoes 47, Berwick 16. Greg Kent's kickoff taken at the 10 by Swisher. And Swisher gets back to the 35. Greg Kent on the tackle. 1st and 10 at the 35 for Berwick. Quarterback Bodwalk back to pass is sacked by number 56, John Zenia, for 11-yard loss. He fumbles the ball. It's picked up by Pruitt, but the play was blown dead and therefore doesn't count. There's a fumbled pitch out on the play, and Berwick recovers at their own 17. At the 28, number 7, at the Pruitt, John Pruitt gets 10 to the 27. Number 36, Ed Ralla on the stop. That brings up a 3rd and 18 at the 27, and Pruitt gets 6 to the 33. Berwick now has a 4th and 12 at the 35. Number 40, Doug Chapin in punt formation. And Chapin's punt goes out of bounds and is being marked at the 38-yard line. 1st and 10 Red Tornadoes. New quarterback, number 9, Danny Rupp. Number 36, Ralla on the carry, held to no gain. 2nd and 10 at the 38. And quarterback Rupp, straight back, is sacked by 67, Tom Lazicki, for a 15-yard loss. 3rd and 25 at the 23. And quarterback Rupp's pass is broken up by Berwick's right end. 4th and 25 at the 23. Number 83, Jeff Karpinski, back in punt formation. Oh, and the punt went off the side of his foot and goes out of bounds at the 40, Mount Carmel area 40. 1st and 10 for Berwick. Bodwalk back to pass, and Bodwalk's pass is completed to 82, Tom Gray. 24, Randy Cotter on the stop. 2nd and 5 at the 35. Bodwalk again back to pass, And it's good to number 85, Wade Perry. 56, John Zenya on the stop. There's a flag and a 15-yard penalty on the Red Tornadoes. First and 10 at the 20. Swisher held to no gain. Second and 10 at the 20. Bodwalk's pass. Broken up in the end zone by Randy Cowder. Then on third and 10 at the 20, Bodwalk back and decides to keep. And he gets around the right side for a pickup of 5 yards. Fourth and 5 at the 15. Number 31, Charlie Bunjo, and quarterback Swisher loses 1. First and 10 now for the Red Tornadoes, and Rawa on the carry picks up 3 yards. Red Tornadoes now have a second and 7. Handoff goes to number 37, Seth Mazer, who picks up 2 yards. Third and 5 at the 19. Danny Rupp calling signals. And off to Mazer, who loses 3. And that is the final play of the game. And the clock in Berwick Stadium shows Mount Carmel area 47, Berwick Bulldogs 16. In Berwick, Pennsylvania, in the 1976 battle between the Red Tornadoes and Berwick. Mount Carmel area Red Tornadoes 47, Berwick area Bulldogs 16. All-time win number 479 for the Mount Carmel program. The following personnel have donated their time and expertise to further the great traditions of Mount Carmel area high school football.